Good day, subscribers. It's me, the Finance Guy, back with another video today, guys. And today we're going to be doing my stock pick of the week. But before we jump into that today, I just kind of wanted to tell you what's been going on over the past weekend in my life and what's just been going on in general. Recently, my lady just had her birthday, so we were celebrating her birthday this past weekend. So I am just beat up because we went out and we went floating down the river, as some people here in the Northwest like to call it, where you get in an inner tube and you float down the river. And I did pretty much that all weekend, and swimming and watering holes and stuff up here in the Northwest. And a lot of people seem to really like to do that during the summertime, so I am just absolutely beat. But I wanted to give you guys a video now that I'm back in town to go over my stock pick of the week, and my stock pick of the week is International Paper. Now, a lot of people probably don't really know who International Paper is or why I'm interested in International Paper as a stock pick. The reason why I think International Paper is at a decent buy point is because there is a certain drop in the stock over since January, and it fully hasn't recovered from that high point. But I also think that this company has been around for a very long time. It has a large business, and I think that a lot of benefits could come from this company in the years to come. So, what makes me so interested in the stock in general, or in paper in general? As paper is kind of one of those boring moving things. It's been around for a really long time, but I think we're on a potential economic boom through paper, and I'll tell you why. The reason why I think that paper could boom in the next, or a company that produces pulp could boom in the next 10 years, is because we're moving more and more away to delivery-based services. As you can see, Amazon has been really good at becoming a staple for a lot of people. People really like having things delivered to them at an expedient time without having to go out and pick things up, as you know, humanity is naturally lazy, so we just want to have our things delivered to us, and I think that's just the direction of things are going. I think it's very possible that we'll be needing more and more boxes to be made in the future, and I think that this company could profit for it because they make boxes. They make all kinds of different products. You can check out the company and see what kind of products that they make. But with that being said, I'm also interested in a potential aspect that could come here in the next 10 to 20 years as well. As you know, I'm a long-term investor. The interesting part about International Paper, and what makes me interested in it in general, is the aspect that pulp is a very interesting product that's needed to make paper, and I'm interested in the potential legalization of cannabis. Now, as you know, the legalization of cannabis has a very, recreational use, but I'm more interested in also the aspects of hemp. Being able to produce mass quantities of pulp that could be used in making paper from hemp, I think could be a very explosive business, and I'm curious to see if International Paper will jump on this train if it becomes a legal market in all 50 states, and what companies could develop maybe a mass production of pulp. And I'm curious to see how that happens, because a lot of pulp is made from trees, and you can only use certain parts of a tree to make pulp. So it becomes this interesting dynamic that you can produce more pulp through hemp than you can through using or cutting down trees. So I think that there could be even more explosive growth in that potential legalization in years down to come. Who's to say if this company will jump on that train? But if they do, this could be a benefit for the company. And I think that it could also be at a decent buying point with a PE ratio, I think below 10, versus the rest of the market, which is much higher. And I think that this company could also benefit from potential other companies jumping on the Amazon bandwagon and trying to bring products to customers at a much more expedient way. And I just see that's potentially the future. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that today. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on why you think International Paper is a good or not a good buy. If I was to give this stock a rating, I would give it a 6 out of 10 potential buy for the future. I think that there is I would like to pick up this stock probably around the $40 mark, so I'd like to get it a little bit cheaper, but unfortunately it's just not at that point right now. I think it's somewhere around the $50 mark, so I'd like to see it come down a little bit before I'd be a little bit more happy with the purchase. But currently, its net earnings has been incredible for this past year, so I'm curious to see what you guys think about the stock. As always, social media links are down in the description. If you're looking for more information coming from me, or have any questions, feel free to contact me on Instagram. It's probably the best way to get a hold of me. I'll probably be pretty busy as I work I work a part-time job on top of doing videos and among other things. So feel free to contact me there. And if this is your first time joining me here on this channel, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell as I try and make videos as often as I can. And I hope to see you guys again next time.